Hi guys, this is George back here with another vlog, and today I'm here at Tulleys Shocktober Fest for my first ever visit. I'm very excited to experience all the different attractions here. There are a lot of scare mazes to see here that I'm really excited for. I've heard so much about this event and I can't wait to finally experience it. I'm going to start off with the Purgatory, which is the new maze for this year, one of two new mazes for this year. I'm really interested to see what this is like because I've heard that it's very unique, so I'm really looking forward to experiencing this. I feel like this is going to be very atmospheric and very eerie, so yeah, I'm looking forward to experiencing this, something a bit different than your typical scare maze. So I've just experienced the Purgatory. Oh, we're going on. I've just experienced the Purgatory. That was amazing. That was a really unique attraction. That was absolutely fantastic. So you get given a lantern and then it interacts as you go through. It's like there are some sections where it's just completely on. There are some where it's flashing. There's some where it's off. It's like it just goes on and off at different points throughout the experience. And then it's like it goes off and then it comes back on again and you see an actor right up in your face. That was absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed that. Well themed in there. The actors were great. There were so many of them. I really enjoyed that. And it's now time to experience the second new attraction for this year, which is the carving. So I've just experienced the carving. That was really interesting. It was a very long maze, some great theming in there. However, with it being a long attraction, that does therefore mean that there could be a bit of dead space. There was quite a lot of points in there where I felt like there wasn't really a lot going on. So there were some great actors in there that were doing a great job. However, there just weren't a lot of them really. It was very long, but yeah, there was just a lot of space where I was kind of walking through and it felt a bit like, oh, nothing's really going on here. It did, in a way, remind me of Altonville mine tours, though, with how you're navigating your way through these really narrow corridors. It was much lighter in there than Altonville mine tours. It was quite easy to see in there. Quite a lot of it was outdoors as well. There were some sections where you go into indoor sections, and then a lot of it was also outdoors, which was really different. So yeah, it was good. However, nowhere near as good as the Purgatory. But yeah, I am glad that I did it, and it was a good attraction. So it's time for Wasteland's Penitentiary now. Very loud around here. Here we go, we've got a lot of actors. Look at this looks brilliant. There we go, Wasteland's Penitentiary ticked off then. That was really good. That was definitely the most intense one so far. Lots of flashing lights in there. You couldn't really see, there were loads of actors. There was this one bit that I really liked where it was like, it looked like you were in a bit of a maze and you were in a big cage, and it was one path around, but it felt like you were in a maze. And then you kept going around and you'd see all the different pathways. It's like, oh, I've already been there, like I'm gonna be getting to that bit later, and then you'd go out to that section and go back in, and there were actors like climbing up on the bars. They were in the ceiling at one point, they reached down and try and grab you. That was really intense. The very loud audio in there as well. That was like sensory overload with that one, but that was absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed it. So I've just experienced Doomtown, and that was really interesting because a lot of it was inside and then a lot of it was also outside. I really like the idea of that, how you go through a big street, like there's facades either side of you, and it's like you're in a standard just kind of shopping street, but then it's been there's zombies everywhere. It's like it's been taken over by all the zombies. That was really interesting. There were some sections that were very well themed. Some sections that weren't as well themed. It was pretty long. The acting was fantastic in there. There were lots of them in there. Really, really good acting. I was very impressed with that. I feel like the theming could be better in some places, but some places it is very good. I feel like if that was new for this year, it would be a much higher standard than it would be, because the two mazes that are new for this year, they definitely are the highest standard, and you can tell that going through there with the theming and the acting quality. But that was really good. I really like the idea of that. However, I feel like they could do a bit of work on that to make it a bit more well themed. So it's time for Creepy Cottage now. From what I've heard, this is more of a family-friendly one. However, I've also heard some things about it being quite intense, so I'm looking forward to seeing this. Right then, so Creepy Cottage done. These mazes are ticking them off so quickly. It's been about 2 hours and I've lost count of how many we've done. We must have done like 6 or something. Really, really good. We're going into the village Coven of 13 now. Just did Creepy Cottage for a family attraction. That was really intense actually. There wasn't loads of actors in there. However, the ones that were there were absolutely brilliant. Really giving it their all. Great acting, much more intense than I was expecting. Some great jump scares, really well themed in there as well. There was hardly any blank space in there. Definitely the best themed one so far. There isn't one of the new ones for this year. I was really, really impressed with that. I do feel there needs to be more actors in there that could kind of complement with the scares a bit more. It's like they didn't have very many actors in there, but they were making it scary. But it's like, depending on who's going through there, of course it's a family attraction. If they see an adult going through there, they can ramp up the scares. If they see a kid going in there, then they can make it less intense of an experience. But yeah, I feel like they need more actors to be able to do that. So, because there was a bit of dead space in there, but the theming was fantastic. I was really impressed with that one. So it's getting a lot busier here now at Tulleys. Queued about 20 minutes for that one, so it is definitely getting busier. Some of the attractions are on like an hour to 40-minute queues. Like some of them are really busy, like Purgatory's really busy. And then Chop Shop's getting busier. The Haunted Hayride is absolutely packed as well. Very loud around here. The Village Coven of 13. Very good attraction. You know what, I'll talk over here. Yeah, so the Village Coven of 13 there, here we go, we got some roaming actors, hello! So yeah, that was really good. It started off not great. The first corridor, there was no theming. Then you go into this big room where there's no theming. There's a lot of smoke and lots of lighting. And you had to go through these weird, like, airbags. It was very tight and claustrophobic in there. If you're claustrophobic, definitely do not go in there. I mean, I do have a bit of claustrophobia. I don't like tight spaces. The other ones, they have had some tight spaces, but I've been all right with them. That one was too much. I didn't enjoy that bit at all. But then it did get a lot better. So you go through, there's a lot of outdoor sections in there and you go into different cabins. That was really good. The cabins had some great theme in them, lots of great lighting as well. There was some fires in there, lots of lighting. It was really, really good. And then you get to the end and you go into this big empty room with lots of smoke and flashing lights again. It was kind of a bit of a stale end. However, if you could just skip out that first room and that ending room, that would be an absolutely brilliant attraction. It's just a shame that there are a couple of little dead spots in there as well. And then of course, if you are claustrophobic, that first scene is definitely not for you. There are also a couple of rides here at Tulleys Shocktober Fest. You've got this booster just here. There's a slingshot over there and there's also a waltzer as well. If there's time at the end and it's not too expensive, I'd like to give this booster a go because I do really like boosters. So yeah, I would like to go on that, and I think I can take you on with the GoPro as well, so that'll be good. I do really enjoy a booster, so I'd like to get on that if there is time by the end. Obviously I'm going to prioritise the rest of the mazes. However, 6 of them have been completed and there's only a few more to go, so we're definitely over the halfway point now. I think it's 4 more main mazes to do, and then also the Haunted Hayride as well, which is like a separate attraction. That looks really interesting though, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, this is something that I would really like to go on. Won't be the end of the world though if I don't. So I've just experienced the cellar. That was absolutely brilliant. So intense. The theming in there was amazing. It was a long maze that was so intense. There were literally moments in there I knew there were going to be jump scares coming and actors coming around the corner, and they still got me. And then going through, and then at moments where you least expect an actor to show up, they're there, they just jump out at you again. It's like, there was a section in there where one just emerged from a fireplace. There were like different holes in the walls where they could reach their hand through. They were up on the ceiling. There was a section in there as well, like in Wasteland's Penitentiary, where it's like the caged walls, and like they kind of climb up the cages and swing on them, and like they're up in the ceiling. Like, that was absolutely amazing. There were actors in there where you least expected it. There were so many in there. That was really, really intense. Theming was amazing. That was absolutely brilliant. Definitely one of the best attractions here. Probably my second favourite here after Purgatory. That was brilliant. And if you do want to spend 18 quid for one ride on a slingshot, get yourself here to Tulleys Shocktober Fest. £18 for a slingshot. Makes Hyde Park Winter Wonderland look reasonable. So Chop Shop has now been done. It was a good maze. It started off very well themed, but then after the first couple of scenes, it was just white walls the whole way. It was quite short. It was quite repetitive. There weren't really any jump scares. It was more about the fact that it was more about trying to get as many chainsaws as they can in there. That's what it felt like. It was like, it started off really well themed, and then it's just white walls how many chainsaws can we get in. It was very intense. If you don't like chainsaws, that is not the one to do. However, yeah, it's intense, but the theming could definitely do some work in there because for 2/3 of it, there's no theming. Here we go, so Electric Circus is complete. We just came out of a cloud's bum just there. That was a pretty good maze. There was some decent theming in there. It wasn't all themed, there were some unthemed sections, but it was very intense. Lots of actors in there, very intense, some great scares in there. I really, really enjoyed that. Apart from, it was like this again, one of those sections where it was like in the cupboard, but it was literally completely surrounding you. It was like I was struggling to get through at points. I was a little bit panicky going through there because that was really tight going through there. But other than that, it was a good maze. So there's only a couple more kind of signature attractions for me to see here at Tulleys. The Haunted Hayride and also Hellemans as well. So I've just got a fast track for the Haunted Hayride. So I'm going to use that because it's on an hour's queue. And then it'll just be Hellemans left to do, which is a hooded scare maze, and I'm not expecting very much from that. However, it's still a scare maze, and I'd like to give it a go and see what it's like in person rather than just listening to kind of reviews that I've heard of it. So yeah, but I'm really enjoying this event so far. There's some fantastic scare attractions here. The Cellar is amazing. Purgatory is absolutely fantastic. Electric Circus was really intense. Wastelands is fantastic. It's a great event that has some fantastic scare attractions. Here we go, we've got a conga line going on here with all the street characters. There we go, they're off. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Fantastic entertainment here. This is an absolutely brilliant event.
Oh wow, so bad. Blah, blah, blah. Jesus Christ. What the hell time do you call this? We've been waiting over an hour. We have a movie today. Oh, Jesus Christ, no. No. Dolores,
yeah?
Do not tell me this is the trailer full of extras you were talking about.
It might be.
Jesus Christ, you've sent me a group full of uggos. Oh, you know what? Let's just start. No, definitely not. No. You, darling. You look just...
Oh, here we go. Who have we got here?
Is she coming on? I think she's coming on.
Maybe not.
Oh.
Hello.
There's a lot of phones tonight, isn't there? My name's Mrs. Pickle Tickle and I'm here to tickle your... Who said that? Was that you, sir?
It wasn't me, no.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Are you so certain that wasn't you?
It wasn't me.
Ring, ring. You're being too boring, sir. You're being too boring. There we go.
Bye.
Jay!
Oh my.
Mission number 1. I want a flat screen TV so I can watch the end of Finding Nemo. Mission number 2. I'm trying to figure out what ghosting means because my wife did it 25 years ago and I can't figure out the meaning for it.
Definitely not like the Wicker Man.
Hey y'all!
Hello.
I'm Brandy.
Howdy, give it a kiss, Henry. Good boy. So Tommy, there's a lot of knees here. What am I meant to do, Benny? Slow and steady wins the race, Howard. That's how I want to.
This is a bit spooky, very eerie. Whoa, fire.
Racing hair, ladies, you'll understand. Now it looks like we've been doing some experimenting ourselves. Oh, now, sir, you look like you'd be able to fill a very large test tube. Head to my lab later. Excellent. Alexa, play Toxic by Britney Spears. Ghostbusters are here. Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters!
I said, who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters!
Now, if you do need to call me, it's 80000, alright? Well, there's something strange in the neighborhood. Wow! Sorry,
Ghostbusters!
I literally got busted on by a ghost before I came on here. And I loved it! We came, and we are, and we busted!
The haunted hayride was absolutely incredible. That is my favourite attraction here. Brilliant, some great theming on there, amazing flame effects, and the actors on there were absolutely brilliant. And of course, loads of them coming up on the trailer, interacting with everyone. It was absolutely brilliant. There was some great jump scares on there as well, where it felt like there was a couple of points where they'd stand on, they'd climb up the wall, and then it would fall forward as if it was coming towards you. That really got me both times. That was really good. Some amazing fire. The theming on there was really good. I was really impressed with that. So there is one more kind of big attraction to do, and that is Elements. This is a hooded maze, so like a follow the road maze. I've never done something like this before. There was one at Thorpe Park a few years ago for Friday nights, and it seemed like everyone hated it. So yeah, I'm interested to go and see what this was like, because normally I like a scare attraction to be a themed experience, but this one is going to be something very different. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to experiencing it, but I'm not expecting much from it. So there we go, all mazes are now complete. That was Hellemans just there. It was absolutely terrible. It's a stupid concept. You get given a hood at the start, and then you're just wandering through in pitch black, and it's a follow the rope. Basically, you grab hold of the rope at the start, you put your mask on, you keep following the rope through. There were barely any actors in there, no jump scares. The only time where I did get a jump scare was when I ended up walking into a wall. It was absolutely terrible. That does not belong here. Get the few actors that were in there into the carving, and then that would make that a better experience as well. Talking of the carving, we're going for another run through now.
Well, this way.
Hello.
Take your time now.
Thank you. So apparently, some mazes you're allowed to film in, and some are a no to filming in. I didn't realise that until now, when the staff member said. So we've been sent to the back of the group to go through on our own and film, which is really good. Oh.
Do you think you can hide from Betty? This is my farm estate. I know it like the back of this hand, I do. And I'm gonna get those faces off with one clean slice. Now it's 10-second head start. 10.
Oh, there's somebody.
Tick tock, tick
Oh,
tock.
yeah, there we go.
Ready?
Let's keep going. Here we go.
Come on, do something with this head start.
Oh. Oh, she's still coming. Here we go. Oh, I can hear something. I don't know if that's the other group. Have we just caught up to the other group? Oh, I think we've caught up to them.
Come on now.
Oh, well, there's definitely someone round here.
Let's get going now.
Oh. Let's stay away from that. Oh, there's a step there.
Peekaboo, I see you! Gonna get you.
Oh, there's somebody. Oh, ducking. There's the chainsaw. There it is. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's smoky around here. Oh, this way. Here we go. Is that an act? No, that's not. Oh my god. I thought that was an actor hanging from the ceiling then. Ah! I'm walking into things. A lot of things. There he is. That's a, what is that? I keep walking into all the theming.
Come on in.
Thank you. Let's keep going.
Are you up? Where you think you're going, huh?
No.
Not leaving my farm.
Yeah, we're leaving. We're leaving. Here we go, more chainsaws. Oh, there's another one. There we go, there's the carving. So there we go, there was some footage of the carving just there. Better run through this time, however, there was still quite a bit of dead space. I only filmed the sections where there was actually something going on, but yeah, it was a good run through. It's been a fantastic first visit here to Tulleys Shocktober Fest. Really enjoyed it. The attractions here are great. The cellar was fantastic. Chop Shop was very intense, and then I absolutely loved Purgatory as well. That was fantastic. Haunted Hayride is definitely my favourite attraction here. That was just so quirky, unique, and well themed. Great fire effects. The acting quality was fantastic on there. It was fantastic. All the actors here tonight have been fantastic. Loads of actors roaming around, and also in the mazes as well. They have been absolutely fantastic. Even the ones where there haven't been many actors in the mazes, the ones that have been there have still been putting in 100% effort, which I really appreciate. They have been absolutely fantastic, especially in the cellar. I can't believe how good that was earlier. Much more intense than I was expecting it to be. Creepy Cottage was more intense than I was expecting as well. Really, really good. Great night here at Tulleys. And that's now the end of this vlog here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at George Kelly and follow me on Twitter at George Kelly. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you all later. Bye.